Hello friend, welcome back to Coming Cool Water Creature World. Remember to subscribe my channel and turn on the bell. Today, I would like to invite you into my Asian AROWANA world and go through with me the journey of how the beautiful dragonfish is born from an egg until a baby fish and how it is treated until you bring them home. Let's go to their place of birth to explore their life cycle now. Asian AROWANA, the legendary dragonfish, is a beautiful freshwater fish which makes many fish lovers crazy for. It is commonly believed that Asian AROWANA is a spiritual water creature which can bring good luck to its owner. Being such a special fish, the breeding process of Asian AROWANA is also very special, which is totally different from other fishes. The Asian AROWANA is a kind of oviparous fish. They are like other fishes, they lay eggs too. However, the special part of the breeding is that after the eggs laying process is completed, the male AROWANA fish will pick up the eggs and hold them inside its mouth. Guys, don't misunderstand that it is eating the eggs. In fact, the male AROWANA is using its life to protect and take care of his babies. After he keeps the eggs in his mouth, he has prepared not to take in any food for at least 30 to 50 days until his babies can swim on their own. You may ask why he holds the eggs in the mouth. Does he use his mouth to protect the babies from the enemy? Or there is special nutrition inside its mouth? The first purpose of this behavior is to protect the eggs from the enemy, but this is not the only purpose. Let me tell you the next important purpose of what the male AROWANA is doing with the eggs. The male AROWANA actually creates an incubating environment for the eggs to hatch. After the eggs successfully hatch inside the male AROWANA's mouth, the body of the embryo will still be attached with the egg yolk. The egg yolk serves as the source of food for the embryo. Inside the mouth of the male AROWANA, the embryos rely on the nutrient from the egg yolk to survive. The nutrient inside the egg yolk is delivered in the liquid form to its body through the nutrient delivery tube. In order to ensure that the egg yolk of the embryos does not solidify, the father AROWANA will have to create a movement using its tongue and gill cover to turn and move the embryos inside its mouth frequently. It is like the movement of this incubator. If the egg yolk is not moved or turned frequently, the liquefied nutrient will become solidified easily. This scenario is similar to the watery paint. If you do not stir it, it will harden or become solid. If this happens, the nutrient will not be able to be delivered through the delivery tube, and hence it will cause the embryo to starve to death. Therefore, this is the most important process in the breeding. After knowing the natural process of the AROWANA's breeding, shall we go to the fish farm to understand how the fish farm owners perform the breeding? And understand what kind of skill and technology they are using to breed the beautiful Asian AROWANA? Let's go to check it out now. Mr. Saiful is one of the fish farm owners in the Bukit Merah village in Malaysia. He inherited the fish farm from his father and he is currently operating it. The fish farm is having about 10 to 15 ponds, and in order to focus on the quality of his fish, he does not plan to expand his fish farm. Every day, Mr. Saifu will go to his breeding pond to check his breeding fishes by opening the male arowanas' mouth one by one. If there are eggs or embryos inside the fish's mouth, he will pull them out and bring the eggs and embryos back to his incubating house. Nowadays, in order to improve the survival rate of the embryos, fish farm breeders will normally harvest the eggs at the earliest stage and use the incubator for the eggs to hatch. This incubator will also be used to simulate the environment inside the male arowana's mouth. You can see that the incubator creates the wave to keep turning and moving the embryos. The embryos will be left inside the incubator until it can swim itself, and then it will be transferred to the fish tank. Today, Mr. Saifu is very lucky. He managed to harvest 30 over embryos from one of his arowana. Let's have a look at how Mr. Saifu collects his harvest. After he brings these embryos back, he will put them into incubator and leave them inside until they can swim themselves. Let's have a look at how the embryos are being treated in the incubator. The embryos carrying with egg yolk right after the harvest do not need to be provided with food for 50 to 70 days until its egg yolk disappears. Once the baby arowana can swim itself stably and grows until about 4 to 5 inches, the fish farm operators will inject a microchip into its body and provide a birth certificate for it. Microchip injection for arowana is the standard procedure of arowana fish farming, and it is recognized as the mandatory process for every legalized fish farm. When you buy an arowana, do not forget to use scanner to scan its body and verify the data in the arowana's birth certificate. Every arowana seller or breeder will have a scanner on hand. As long as you have the scanner, you will be able to trace the origin of your arowana. The healthy baby arowanas will be packed and distributed to fish sellers and start to look for their owners and their future life. Arowana fish is a gift in the earth. Everything in its life is so inspiring and beautiful. Let's cherish this fish and do not abuse or abandon any arowana. We have reached the end of the video. If you like my video, help me share to every fish lovers and your friends. Thank you and see you again.